I would say that, I'm somewhat of a Hawks fan. I very much enjoy the watching the Atlanta Hawks. And I was happy for this season. I was very much happy. I thought this was going to be a good year. And at times, it looked like it was going to be a good year, but things in Atlanta, let's agree, aren't running 100% smoothly. And I don't know if this is the coach's fault, is this the player's fault, but it's something that does interest me, to say the least. And this was a team that last year, when they ended the year, they were the second best offense and the 26th worst defense. Just give you an idea. This year, they are the 19th best offense and the 14th best defense. So they improved defensively, but they're currently 15 and 15. And over the last few games, I believe they are currently, in their last 7 games, they've lost 5 of them. So frustrations are growing, and it'll be interesting to see how this all goes. I want to hear your thoughts down below. What would you guys do to fix the Atlanta Hawks? Let's get right into today's video. My girlfriend called, so you have now found me needing to retrace my steps. And either way, let's continue right out here. Sports Illustrated little article wrote about the frustration right here, and it's interesting because the Atlanta Hawks did good by getting DeJounte Murray. I love John Collins, and I know there's a bunch of people out there like Kevin Schoenhardt of Hawks.com, which I interviewed a few months ago, and I actually interviewed like a month or two ago on my NBA show. We talked about our love for John Collins and how I think he's misutilized here in Atlanta, and I just got a text message. But the thing is that Collins has allegedly grown increasingly frustrated over his role in Atlanta. And following the conclusion of the 2021-22 season, Fast Break on Fan Nation learned that several playoff contending teams have reached out to the Hawks inquiring about the forward, and those teams are still inquiring about him. And the Hawks, I feel like, are looking for somebody like a Kevin Huerter, which they've realized they messed up by trading, and they should have kept him. So they're trying to find someone like a wing or power forward with a Kevin Huerter-esque skill set to pair with DeJounte Murray and Trae Young and they're going to use Collins as that trade bait because they want that guy to be able to play off ball. However, they want a first-round pick back, and as I said, teams like the Jazz, Wizards, Brooklyn Nets, Phoenix Suns, Dallas Mavericks all have reached out and shown their interest, and we've seen that the potential Brooklyn Nets trade, I believe, is centered around Joe Harris, which the Atlanta Hawks have no interest in, but I think the idea is that there's other deals that they could give you around like Royce O'Neal and Seth Curry, so there is thoughts like that. But it's interesting to think about what could potentially be done, because I personally think the best thing you can do right here is, you're looking at the Hawks. They just need to figure out Nate McMillan needs. I've said this for a while that Trae Young needs to take command of the situation. And if John Collins' frustrations are a thing, we saw Cam Reddish frustrations lead to him getting traded. So let's trade John Collins if his frustrations are, causing chaos in the locker room. Trae Young's leadership needs to come up. And Nate McMillan is an old school coach, but someone needs to tell him, like, these are young bucks. Like, figure it out. Like, you gotta kind of hold their hands a little bit. And I know he's in the first year. Young's in the first year of a 5-year, $250 million. But look, the Hawks need to find a guy that, like, AJ Griffin's awesome. AJ Griffin is awesome. Big fan of him. Clint Capella, he's proven that Onyeka Okongwu isn't time. Like, I made a video yesterday that I think it was misinterpreted. I was just trying to sell Onyeka Okongwu to you guys and then hear your opinion if it was time for Okongwu to replace Capella. A lot of you guys said no. A majority of you said no. No, it's not going to happen. Not yet. So, personally, I think that's Clint Capella, Murray, and Young have been your best players. Behind that, Bogdan has been your fourth guy. He's been keeping you guys afloat. He's been, like, So the last 7 games in December, guys averaging like 19 points a night, like 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, like doing his thing. DeAndre Hunter, in the 4 games that he's played in December, he's looking good. I think right here, you look at this team: Young, Murray, Bogdan, Hunter, Clint, and Griffin, and then you got Onyeka Okongwu. First off, Kaminsky not bad in his limited minutes. Holiday, they've got a rotation right there. I think if you trade John Collins, which it's looking like could be your best move to fix this situation, I just think there's frustration in the locker room. People aren't happy, and I think that starts with John Collins, and we got to change that.